Welcome to today's video, and today we're taking a look at the Antec DP502 Flux White mid-tower case to see whether or not you should actually go and pick one up for yourself. So first things first, the DP502 is a mid-tower case, meaning you can fit an ATX, a micro ATX, and an ITX motherboard inside. It has space for a 360mm radiator in the front as well as at the top, and it also comes with 4 magnetic dust filters which can be placed in the top of the case, in the front of the case, inside of the side panel of the case, and at the bottom of the case. Now the case also comes with 5 fans, where 3 are in the front and 1 is at the back for the exhaust, and then another one which is actually a loose fan which can be used in any configuration that you want. They suggest that you use it on top of the shroud to help extract air out of the shroud itself, but you can also use it at the top of the case to help extract heat out of the case in general. Now talking about a shroud, the case also has a shroud which has a little cutout to actually show you the side of your PSU, and I also love shrouds because they help hide cable management as well as some of your drives. Especially if you have a case like this where you have a big glass panel on the side, the last thing you want to see is a bunch of loose cables and a bunch of 3.5-inch drives. The case also has 3 RGB lights at the front with an RGB controller in the side panel itself, and then you also have space for 2 2.5-inch drives as well as 1 3.5-inch drive which has a little bay that you can slide it into, but if you really want to, you can add a second 3.5 or 2.5 drive by just mounting it either on top or just laying it flat on top. And if you're someone that still uses an optical drive, don't have to worry, there is space in the case for an optical drive, and even though your optical drive may not be white, it has a little door that can flip open and closed, meaning that if your optical drive isn't white, or if you just want to hide it in general, the door can actually flip closed to hide that entirely. On the design side of the case, I really enjoy the simplistic design of the case. I also enjoy this glass side panel, but that just also means that you need to be a little bit more careful with this case, as you do have the ability to actually break that. But I also love the fact that you can see the entire inside of the case, and also the fact that the glass panel has a little metal mounted to it, so you don't actually have to pull off the glass side panel, but you can easily slide it off by just grabbing onto the side of the glass panel itself. Now on the side panel itself, you do have a lot of space for cable management, which I really enjoy, as the case isn't as flush with the back of the motherboard. You do have some room to actually have a few cables run through, and that kind of helps a lot, especially with cable management, and it also makes it a lot easier to build in this case in general. Another thing that you'll find in the side panel is a little cutout behind your motherboard that allows for easy access to add mounting brackets for CPU coolers. Now why this is really cool is if you forget to actually add the mounting bracket at the back before you mount your CPU cooler, and you've already mounted your motherboard in the case, it can be extremely frustrating to having to remove the entire motherboard again just for that little part. But also if you down the line decide to upgrade to a better CPU cooler, you don't have to actually remove the entire motherboard. You can just leave it in place and just add the mounting bracket at the back without any hassle at all. Now the inside of the case is very spacious, and you do have a lot of space for 2 radiators if you want to have one in the front and at the top, meaning you can easily use this as a water cooling loop. It also has some mounting brackets for water pumps if that is what you plan to do with the case, and if that is what you want to do with your PC, then this case can be really good for water cooling itself. Now I also have to say that I am a big fan of the white case. It really looks really clean, and also I'm a big fan of everything that you get with the case, especially the fact that you get 5 fans. Now when it actually came to building inside of this case, I have to admit this has probably been the easiest build I have done to date. The case itself has a lot of space in the side panel, making it easy to route cables. It also makes it easy to make your cable management look good. The shroud itself as well helps hide cables, making it easier for you to run cables behind the shroud and kind of have them pop out where you exactly need them without showing the rest of the cable. And for that all, it made it super easy to really have a clean looking build without a lot of struggles that come with normally building a PC with good cable management. And then of course the ease of upgradability is also there, since you do have that cutout behind the motherboard, making it easy to do CPU cooler swaps or to actually upgrade your CPU cooler if you're still using an air cooler. And all of that combined really makes this case a really good case to actually build in. Now I did love the dedicated cutout for the 360mm radiator at the front. I do have to say that makes the building process so much easier, and it makes it look a lot cleaner when you have an actual radiator in the front. But at the same time, it also makes the PC look empty and incomplete if you don't have one. Now, I did test out the case for about a week where I tested out the airflow, and I did do some gaming. I also did some video editing on it, and I have to say, while just using 4 of the fans, I really did get a lot of good airflow in the case itself, and most of my parts didn't actually reach higher temps than I usually would in any other case. And with that being said, if you add more fans to this case, you can even have better cooling, but the standard 5 fans that are included should be enough for general use case, if that is something that you were worried about. Now, even though I did love this case and the case is amazing, there are a few things that bothered me, but they're also specific to me that it might not even bother you. And the first thing has to be the lack of drive bays. Now, the lack of drive bays are something that can easily be fixed if you don't have a lot of drives or if you're just using a NAS. But at the end of the day, if you're someone like me who has 4 hard drives in their PC, then of course having the one just kind of lie there, I don't really feel comfortable with that. But at the end of the day, it did work, and it is something that can easily be fixed. Or if you don't even have that problem, then of course you don't even have that problem. And then of course the second thing for me is that little cutout in the shroud, which they have made for the 360mm radiator, which just makes the case look empty and looks incomplete if you don't actually have a 360mm radiator. And if you're someone that just buys a PC in general and don't actually go out and buy AIO coolers or water coolers your PC, that part could be empty, and that could be a part that is gonna look empty in your entire PC for the entire time. And since you have the huge glass panel, of course, it's gonna be an eyesore if it bothers you. But if it doesn't bother you, or if you have a 360mm radiator, then of course, no worries and move on with your life, I guess. And that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, if you have any questions on this case itself, leave them down in the comment section below, or reach out to me on any of my social media platforms. And as always, if you want to come and ask me any questions while I'm live, I am streaming on Twitch every Tuesday and Thursday afternoon at 7 PM South African time. Hope to see you guys there, and until next time, cheers.